this essentially allows you to AFK for a long period of time. Now, to get absorption potions, you do need to actually participate in the nightmare zones. So to begin with here, I'd recommend just bringing some prayer potions instead. And you'll do something very similar to what I'm doing, except you're just going to have to protect from melee. After you've done it for an hour or so, you'll have enough points to be able to afford the absorption potion. Now, for our inventory, you're going to want a locator orb or a dwarven rock cake. I'll explain why you need this in a minute. You're going to want roughly 5 super combat potions, and the rest will be absorption potions or prayer potions if it's your first time. Now, once you have your training gear equipped, come over here to Nightmare Zone and talk to Dominic Onion. Now, what you want to go down to is Rumble, and then we're going to do customizable normal Rumble. So that will cost you $22,000 to start, but it's definitely worth the investment. So you want to come over here to drink the potion, and now you're going to be greeted with quite a few different selections. Now, to be able to fight bosses in the Nightmare Zone, you do need to have completed quests, which means we'll need to have at least completed 5 quests that were recommended. So right now we have Count Draenor, the Sand Snake, King Raold, the Candle, and me, which all have a required quest. Other strong options are the Tree Spirit, the Khazard Warlord, and the Trapped Soul. So once you have your bosses select...
So apparently Pokemon made like a new thing of food.
Thank you, Asmogol, for the excellent content from a stream. I'd like to sub to your channel.
Has responded to allegations that she is selling some people called it a scam, other people are calling it a rip-off. If you didn't know, Pokimane released a brand new cookie called Miner. She picks these cookies as the next new snack, health snack that they've created.
We basically made this brand because why are there not more snacks that are simply healthy, tasty? So yes, we never come.
What do you mean?
There's so many healthy, tasty snacks on the market.
It's all you need. Like, you just eat beef jerky the whole day. It is healthy. What do you mean? Beef jerky's fucking healthy as shit.
Compromise on taste, but we prioritize health. Health is also a non-negotiable.
Her website claimed they created these cookies. Everything alluded to the fact that these were new original creations from Pokimane and her team, and they've been working over 2 years to bring this to market.
Sorry, I love seeing these behind me. Like, it brings me so much joy. 2 years, bro. 2 years!
It then got exposed that there's actually cookies from Costco called Midnight Mini Cookies from Tootsie.
Those look good.
Which had the exact same nutritional values as Pokimane's cookies, looked exactly the same as Pokimane's cookies, and have the exact same name as Pokimane's cookies. The only difference was Pokimane's cookies had vitamin D in it. These cookies were only $10 for 14 ounces. Pokimane's cookies were 16 ounces of these cookies was $28. A ridiculous markup for an existing product. Pokimane got called out.
That's a lot, holy shit. Okay.
About this. I made a video about it, showing what a cash grab it truly is.
Yeah.
This isn't something that's a labor of love. It isn't a passion project. Pokimane has slapped her name on these bags of cookies, promoted it as her own, said she created it, and marked up the price. Well, she has responded to these allegations of them being like a scam, rip-off.
Yeah, I saw some stuff about this. I didn't really know what to expect, right? Because, like, usually, this is the thing with Pokimane, is that I think Pokimane gets a lot of, like, unnecessary criticism. So whenever I first heard about this, I just assumed it was bullshit. So I'm actually kind of curious to know what really happened. This sounds necessary to me. Well, what I'm saying is, like, historically, like, that's not really the case. Like, usually, like, you know, Pokimane, I remember, like, for example, like, whenever the Sniper Wolf thing happened, people, like, there was a super viral tweet about how Pokimane and Sniper Wolf were the same. And it's like, nah, bro, not really. Like, no, they're not. But, like, everybody thinks that, so it's, you know.
And she certainly changed her tune about making these products and a new creation that she's invented. The batch of Miner cookies we're currently shipping were made 3 weeks ago. They are not a dropship product, and we own our formula. The cookies they are being compared to were also made by our manufacturer, Creation Food, which specializes in healthy food.
This build is incredibly powerful. It's great for solo
Thank you for excellent content for my stream. I'd like to sub to your channel. This is Sawman UK. Sorry, this is distracted. Sawman UK, thank you so much for the excellent color, Mr. I would like to sub to your channel. This is Easy PvE, the ESO solo no button warden AFK build.
Content. It's
So you want a Magpar solo PvE build, huh? Well, you'll probably want one that can solo the hardest world bosses in the game.
Not only do they have great survivability for solo play, they can get very close to their maximum DPS ceiling, even.
Use this, you will beat everything. Never die, best.
Oh my god, it's always DPS this, unkillable that, survivability. Do you know what I want? I just want to do nothing and kill stuff.
Nothing at
That's so
all.
hard.
Yep.
Hang on, I've got an idea.
Solo world bosses do nothing. That's what I want. Yep. I know, right? That's what I want. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Sets that I'm running are and like, you know, but the point in the time is to take me to this video, but the point
Overpowered.
all of it let's come down well content without pushing a button, and that's what it's come down to now. Like, that's how easy the game is, and the fact is I can just sit there and do world bosses, go make a sandwich. You wouldn't believe how many sandwiches I've got to make, by the way. Like, so many sandwiches have been eaten in the time it's taken me to this video. But the point is, it's just, I don't even know what to say on it. I guess I'm just going to share the build, because I'm sure people out there are going to want to know how to do this. I will say this though, you have to be careful, because people will assume you're a bot when actually you're just putting on certain sets and standing still. Technically, there's nothing against this in the terms of service. You know, you're not truly AFK because you're not using like second or third hand software, or, you know, like tying a rubber band on your controller or anything stupid like that. This is pretty much built into the game because they've allowed this to happen. So, you know, if you want to blame anyone, blame ZeniMax. So let me walk you through what sets I'm running, the different variations, and where it's useful. So I'm going to make this very straightforward. The sets that I'm running are Desert Rose, Spell Parasite, and Malabeth. Although you can swap Malabeth out for Grofdar, Balor, Skill Strikes, there's all sorts of different ones you can run. Completely up to you. But the reason I'm running these two sets are for the 5th trait. So with Desert Rose, when you take damage, you have a chance to restore magic. And then with Spell Parasite, every time you deal damage, you restore magicka. So there's always this constant cycle of gaining magicka, which means you can stay in mist form as long as you are being attacked or attacking. And also to reduce spell cost glyphs on infused jewelry, it means your mist form is just dirt cheap. You can run a number of different monster helms. I like to use a variation of Grofdar, Malabeth, and whatever else I have. And in terms of the enchant, you wanted to do one which actually restores magicka. I've gone for powered because I think healing's better than actually having more magic back, because our sustain's quite good anyway. If you put the Oaken Soul Ring in its current form on this build, yes, I know it's been nerfed, buffed, nerfed, and whatever, it is very overpowered. It's not like you're swapping bars anyway, so to have all these buffs for absolutely free, it's a no-brainer. The only skill you need is Blood Mist. Everything else in the bar is designed to buff you in a particular way. If you're using the Oaken Soul Ring, realistically, all you need on your bar is Mage's Guild ability, and the reason for that is because they'll give you a bigger mag pool, which in turn gives you more spell damage. Without the Oaken Soul Ring, you'll need to run skills such as Camo Hunter, Deceptive Predator, Inner Light, Dark Flare, as these will give you buffs which you'll have passively without having to proc. I do find it useful to run the Bear Ultimate because this will give you extra damage and just, I don't know, it's just funny to see a bear attack people. If you use the Eternal Guardian, it means it gets 2 lives before it completely disappears. Pair this with a companion with a heal, then your bear's going to last a lot longer. I have found though that the bear can be useless and die very quickly, so in that scenario, maybe running Meteor on your bow will be better because it'll give you extra mag, or Northern Storm. Go into more detail in my PvP video, but essentially the champion points are Fight and Finesse, Resilience, Endure and Resolve, and Unassailable, so for the most part you are just reducing damage, and then Balanced Vitality, Fortified, Pain's Refuge, and Survival Instincts. The blue tree doesn't offer you too much in terms of healing, so you're better off going for Fight and Finesse because it'll give you bigger crit heals. And when it comes to the red tree, anything which is more defensive requires you to actually be moving around or blocking, so for the most part we've gone for flat damage reduction. I'll keep this brief and to the point, but essentially don't worry about the stats because you're just a ball of gas stood still. Put as many points as you can to Magicka, Thief Mothers to give you bigger crit heals, and Bewitched Sugar Skulls is the best food in the slot. Make sure that you're Vampire Stage 4 and go any race that you want. I'm just going to be straight to the point and honest. I couldn't find any ads that respawned in a quick enough time. I did a number of different variations to try and keep my mag pool as high as humanly possible, just so I could have enough time for ads to spawn in. But even when I was pushing up to 55k max Magicka, they just didn't respawn in time. So unfortunately for me, I couldn't find a spot I can just constantly grind. I need my character to sit there and get XP points. However, that being said, Dragonstar Arena, you can do the first 3 rounds without moving. Obviously, you have to move between the 2 different rounds. I was able to get to round 4 of Maelstrom Arena without moving, but unfortunately, there's some mechanics which you just have to like move for. So, yeah, arena-wise, Dragonstar Maelstrom pretty good, but where this build does best is world bosses. All base game world bosses are very easy to do on this build. It's going to take some time, don't get me wrong, but you can leave yourself to sit there, kill the boss, and fuck off and do whatever you want. If other players do come into contact though, they can move the boss, which makes it a bit harder. But from the bosses that I tested, I didn't really have any issues. If anything, it made me quite lazy. There were bosses which I could have easily killed on like a 20k DPS build. However, like I said, it's just made me very, very lazy. Realistically, if you're going to use this build, it's probably if you're busy doing other stuff and you just want to try and like grind something, or I don't know, just for the memes, I guess. But it's up to you if you want to use this. I just wanted to prove whether I could kill bosses without moving or pushing buttons, and I have done that. I'm pretty sure I can do something similar with a block tank. However, I would have to cheese it a little bit by holding down block, which if you're using a keyboard and mouse isn't that hard because you just, you know, hold the button down, right? So maybe that's what I'll try next, some sort of block AFK build, and that might actually work better in the long run for grinding XP in particular spots. However, I'm not sure if you would get kicked for inactivity. I haven't been kicked yet for toggling misform. If you have any questions, by all means comment below.
Pure gold.
If you like the video.
Pure gold.
Leave a like, and if you want to see more of this sort of stuff, maybe subscribe. I will be posting a full written guide for the PvP and PvE version of this build, so check that out at gorilla-hq.com. And with that, I'm going to end the video and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one.
Okay, so
Bye-bye.
he's talking about exploiting something called misform, so we're going to go look at that. So misform causes you to dissolve into a dark mist, causing the next 3 projectiles to deal no damage to you for 1 second while you dash forward and reappear at your target location after a short duration. Casting again within 4 seconds costs 33% more magic. Elusive mist disperses to dark mist, causing you gain major expedition and major evasion. Blood mist. Dissolve into a bloody mist, causing the next 3 projectiles to deal no damage to you. Reappear at your target location upon you drain the blood of those around you for 20 seconds. Dealing magic damage every 2 seconds to enemies and healing you for 45% of the damage caused. Casting again within 4 seconds costs 33% more magicka. That's insane. It's 20 seconds. When do you get it? It's... Okay, so did I install Elder Scrolls? I did. You can't change classes, right? I don't think... Can you change classes? No, you have to start over. Well... Can you change class? Start the whole game again. Jesus, yeah. I didn't think so. I was like, yeah. Okay, oh, it's an active vampire skill? Oh. Misform Warden. You know, it's funny. I think I have a Warden. I think I've got a level Warden. I'm fairly sure. Oh, there we go. Got my gaffers. And we're done with fishing for a little while. And I got a nice chunk of 12. Well, not a chunk, but like I got part of 12 done. Without having to do any combat, which is good. Because down this low, it's a little sketchy. Especially without like real gear. Which I don't have.
Interesting. You have a great day now. Be seeing you.
So now... Oh, I got money, I guess. Let's see if I have some sales. That'll be good. If I have money... I might go back to the auction house. Oh, look, I might have money. Yay, come on, money, money, money. More. Oh my god, it's 90 silver. For what? Well, whatever, I'll take it. I don't care, I need it.
Be with you.
Oh god, let's go spend it. Yeah, I was like kind of stressed out about this. I was like, yeah. So now, okay, man, that quest did not pay much either. It was like not even worth my time. But I can now go level quite a bit of fishing. And I need to go to the fishing vendor. I think. Oh no, maybe it's actually him. Is it him? He might sell recipes.
You got my attention.
No. He sells shiny baubles, which is cool. I didn't know that. AFK specs in other games is now of my interest because I can just play in the background. Old school RuneScape is too old for me.
I am honored.
But AFK Blood Mist, that's insane. It's like let's look at the skill book. It's in the vampire. It unlocks a vampire rank 9. So I guess I can just go straight to the vampire quest chain, I guess, which is kind of interesting. But even then, getting level 9 is like kind of an investment of time that isn't AFK. I'll say that. It's interesting, this spec, but let's see what else they have. Invincible AFK leveling build.
So I was checking out the new cost of Mistform, and I was talking on stream with my friend Matt Shadowman, and he showed me a clip. So I was checking out the new cost of Mistform. And
Thank you, Christopher, for the excellent concept for my stream. I'd like to sub to your channel. Oh, we love that sound. Money. Let's go home and dump money in my endless money belly.
I was talking on stream with my friend Matt Shadowman, and he showed me a clip of him using the blood mist to kill mobs, and he was almost staying at full magicka the whole time. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. Let's try to put together a completely AFK DPS build, and this is what I came up with. So the first thing that we've got, of course, is a high max meg pool. We've got almost no hit points, doesn't matter. We don't really need that. Actually, well, that could be important if you're doing an activity where the mobs can pull you out of mist. There are a few stuns that actually go through mist in PvE, but if you're not getting pulled out of your mist form, you don't need any hit points. It doesn't matter at all. Max stam doesn't matter. Mag recovery, health recovery, stam recovery don't matter one bit. Yeah, 6.3k spell damage. Really nice stuff. 50% spell crit. I am running.
This guy's a Templar, not a Warden.
Shadow Mundus. The resists don't matter one bit. We're not even using an armor buff on this build. We pretty much just stay alive from tanking and healing in mist form. Now let's get to the sets and how we're able to maintain full magicka while in mist form as well. So the first set we have is actually Grofdar. This is just to apply additional damage. We get the max magicka, and then when we deal damage, we have a 10%.
Okay, so I just have to get magicka gear and do the vampire questline from the start, which might be kind of fun. It's all content I haven't seen. It's like vampire questline into blood mist into that endless dungeon thing they were talking about yesterday in that video I watched. AFK for the entirety of it.
Chance to proc the lava pool. Very important that we pick a set that is off.
How old is this video? It's from 3 years ago too. They did this a long time ago.
We deal damage. We're not going to be light attacking. We're not going to be doing anything but sitting in mist form. So this is definitely one of the best set options for the AoE that it provides. The next set that we have is the Hollow Fang Jerkin. Spell crit, max mag, spell crit, and when you critically heal or damage a target, you spawn a ball of hemoglobin at their location. After 2 seconds, it explodes, restoring 3k magicka, and we get the minor vitality as well. That's not a huge deal, but the 3k magicka back, and this is off critical damage or critical healing on a target. So yeah, this is gonna proc a lot, pretty much on cooldown.
I probably don't need any of this crap. This is this endgame crap that they're talking about. But
we're attacking mobs, and this is going to allow us to stay in mist form 100% of the time.
Wait, what?
Healing on a target. So yeah, this is gonna proc a lot, pretty much on cooldown while we're attacking mobs, and this is going to allow us to stay in mist form 100% of the time. Now, you don't need to use the Hollow Fang set. The new set that came with this patch that gets you magicka back every time you damage an opponent is also a great option for this kind of a build. And then, of course, I've gone with a bit of a mix and match on the end here because we have the Thracian Strangler set. Now, this set, of course, is going to be very hard to get when it comes live. It's one of the brand new mythic items. But as it sits right now, this is BIS for this looks like. And as we approach the mobs here, one last thing that I forgot to mention is I did put that new vampire skill that gives you the increased weapon spell damage in exchange for the health every few seconds. And I toggled that on, and that's why my health dropped so hard. And in here, but just look at this. We're going to take no damage, and they're all dying. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie. This is immensely satisfying. I've done a lot of grinding at the Spellscar location, and just having to, like, run around, constantly hit the buttons. This was pretty sweet, and the damage output is not the best. I'm not gonna lie. It's not insane, but it's not bad either. I mean, I think a fair way for me to put this is that this requires literally no effort outside of just setting up the build, and then you just kind of float around and kill things in mist form. And if you want to get better XP, obviously you'd have to click more. Yeah, this is this is pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. So, kind of a stupid build, I know, but something that I really did want to try and share with you guys. Just showing you.
No, I have to go buy gear. I'm under geared.
With this new vampire remake, and yeah, only more will come in the future. That's all I can really say.
And I'm gonna sell that scroll of
that
stamina.
This is gonna be okay.
That's a good find.
I personally do. I don't think this is OP at all. I think the amount of resource it takes to make a build like this, you likely won't need a build like this. But hey, I do like that we have such a silly option, even if it's not the most effective. And the last little thing I did want to note about this is that there are some NPCs, like I said earlier, that can stun you even though you're in mist form, such as bosses, and just certain attacks from certain NPCs will also do it too.
This is so cynical. They're like, play the game. They're like, play the game. you'll find something that you want, and they'll just add it. They're like, yeah, if you want to kill things in AoE around you forever and not do anything, you can do that. You can see our content. And it would be funny to just turn on the blood mist.
I mean, yeah, need I say more? And of course, I have been working on the rework for Ghost on the PTS.
So there's an option, but it's the same one. No, I want to go to videos. Yeah, videos, yeah. Let's look at this.
Hey everybody, Explode Face here. Today we're going to talk about a build that is essentially unkillable.
Thank you, Explode Face.
And completely automated. You can solo dungeons and world bosses without using a single attack. You can play this build any way you want. Feel free to roll up to dungeon bosses and I'll tab out and watch some Netflix. Or you can stick around and flail about mashing buttons, as I tend to do. Either way, you'll be alive at the end and they'll be dead. Proc sets are going to do all the work for us, so this setup will work with any race and any class, but I'll go over the best choices for a completely AFK setup. Our main gear sets are Leeching Plate and Crimson Twilight. When we are attacked, they will activate damaging...
That might be a good video. We should watch this.
This is going to be...
Oh my god, why are you so loud? Well, I learned something, I'll tell you that. But also, I don't think it's what I'm looking for. I mean, I want to see that content. And it's cool that it's free. But the combat in ESO sucks without... But I mean, it's funny, with the vampire build... Wow. Interesting stuff.
A brutally honest MMO tier list. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my rankings. I've made some big changes to this list based on the decisions of the developers over the last year as we head into 2024. So the first game we're going to talk about is World of Warcraft Classic, which has benefited from those adjustments thanks to the actions of Blizzard over the last year. Launched in 2019, WoW Classic is a relaunch of the original game. Despite this, it's one of the largest MMOs in the world, sitting behind only a few MMOs in terms of player base size. It's a classic take on the MMO experience. Minimal cash shop. Gear is earned in-game. Weapon cosmetics can be earned in-game. Mounts can be earned in-game. It's everything I could hope for in an MMO. Last year, I put it in A tier because I was worried WoW Classic might be forgotten by Blizzard. But the opposite has happened. Blizzard announced Classic's next expansion. They added Classic Hardcore.
The Rumsey
as well as
Rum.
Self-Found. But perhaps most importantly, they added Classic Plus, known as Season of Discovery. It's WoW Classic, but with a twist. They are changing the classes and they're adding new content. WoW Classic is currently the talk of the genre. This year I'm going to be moving WoW Classic up to S tier because Blizzard has tripled down on it. They're putting so much work into this game, so much development time, and they're even adding new content to the game. I mean, you're going to be able to go in there and play a new raid that didn't exist before. So this is going to be awesome for the WoW Classic community, and it's going to make it definitely worth going back and revisiting if you're not still burnt out on it from the last time you played it. Next up, we have Ion, released in 2009 in the East and 2010 in the West. Ion saw great success in Korea, but just couldn't seem to retain its players here in the West. It went free to play in 2012, and with that change came pay for convenience and pay to win transactions. This game was so unique when it launched. It was gorgeous, and gliding around the zones was just a ton of fun. The game is now a shell of its former self, and might be fun to play for nostalgia, but it's no longer the game that launched back in 2010. The game when it launched would have easily been B tier, or possibly even A tier on those first few weeks there. But today, I'm gonna have to go ahead and put it in C tier. With the monetization and everything else that's going on with it now, it might be fun to revisit for a little bit and ride that nostalgia, but it's not gonna be great for a lot more than that today. Next up, we have one of the newer MMOs and a definite rising star in the MMO genre, and that's going to be Albion Online. Albion Online is a free-to-play MMORPG launched in 2017 and has done a good job of growing its player base. It's a classless MMO in which the gear you wear determines the abilities you use. It's got a massive passive tree to work your way through. This is the best full loot PvP MMO available if you're looking for one.
Oh,
it's on
come
a fantastic
on.
trajectory,
Rust
5
is better
years of
than
player
this
growth in a
game.
row, and it keeps getting better. So because of all of the great progress this game has made over the
Biased.
last year, and the fact that it's continuing to grow year over year, I'm going to be bumping this MMO up from B tier to A tier, particularly for you PvP mains out there. If you're a PvE main, then your mileage may vary. Now, let me take a second to tell you about Zenless Zone Zero real quick. If you're tired of opening up Steam and looking at the same old list of games that you've been
Worried
burning
about
on for way
fishing
too long,
recipes,
you're in luck.
or cooking
Warriorverse has a
recipes, excuse
brand
me.
new action
So I have to go
role-playing game for
look.
you to try. Zenless Zone Zero is a high-quality, urban fantasy, action role-playing game coming to beta very soon, and they have kindly sponsored this video. Zenless Zone Zero features unique characters, each armed with their own set of weapons and skills, allowing you to switch between different combat styles. The game combines a unique stylized art style with a fantastic soundtrack to enhance your journey as you explore this world. The game keeps the combat exciting by giving it a dynamic and cinematic feel that brilliantly combines the game's exciting action and exhilarating visuals. In fact, that's my favorite part, the way the visuals and the flow of combat come together. It's smooth, it's fast-paced, and it's punchy. Simply put, the combat just feels good. So if you want something fun and new to try, if you want to discover the hype for yourself, make sure to click the link in the description and register for the beta test. Again, be sure to use the link in the description below to check out this awesome new action role-playing game for yourself. Thanks for listening. Now let's get back to the video. Next up, we have ArcAge, and this one's pretty important. ArcAge launched in Korea in 2013 and in the West in 2014. ArcAge is a sandpark MMORPG that was known for featuring a massive explorable ocean, a crime and punishment system, a combo-based tap targeting system, and it launched really well, but they completely failed to prevent cheaters, and then oftentimes the people that weren't cheating were multi-boxing and abusing the game's labor system. It was an MMO with so much wasted potential that it's part of the reason Ashes of Creation is being worked on today. However, ArcAge 2 is also in development, so that means Ashes is going to have a bit of competition.
ArcAge 2 is coming. I always forget about that.
In which case, AOC will have pretty free reign over this genre of MMO. But back to ArcAge 1. The game is well past its prime and it's pay to win, so for me, the best I'm going to be able to put it at is AC. Next, we have Black Desert Online, which launched in 2015.
You know, there was a server I was interested in called ArcRage, the first private server of ArcAge, and there's no pay to win on this. It's a private server, which I don't mind, and the communities, the forums, and the Discords, right? And there's no pay to win on this server, I don't think, anyway. I mean, there is a marketplace purchase, right? But it's not needed, and I don't know if they have the labor points. I want to know what their rules are, right? I want to go on the forums, I guess. Yeah, what's the official rules and guidelines, right? Not rules and guidelines, but... This might be really good. And I don't know this game. This is content for me, but... And I liked their Hunter, But I wonder, I can't remember what classes Arcade had. Let's go look at the list, the Arcade wiki. Oh, the bird sounds are driving me crazy. I'm standing on a bird and it's so annoying. No orc. I need mana before I do anything. Here, I might as well rebuff. How's that going? Good. Okay, we're gonna pull you, and we're gonna do all this cooking now, and then we're gonna take it to the auction house afterwards and hopefully make some money off that. I have some money in the box now for some reason. Ooh, Oily Blackmouth, more money. That's good. I'm gonna be able to buy an Agi set, and I need it. I need it. I dinged 12, and I did the training, I think. Yes, I did, and then I went back fishing. Yep. I love this shit. I just need to not rush. I get to rushing through quests and stuff. Nope. Farm until you have the gear to make the quests easy, and don't do them if they're orange. Yeah, the Arcade Wiki. I don't remember what the classes were. Playable races, but I'm looking for like a pet class, right? Archery, Oromancy, Battle Rage, Defense, Malediction, Occultism, Shadowplay, Songcraft, Sorcery, Swiftblade, Vitalism, and Witchcraft. Classes. I'm sorry, classes, right? So maybe Occultism might be kind of cool. A Bone Stalker. Battle Rage or Oromancy, that's kind of crazy. There's all these fucking crazy combinations and stuff. Arcade best pet class. Yeah, does this game have a pet class summoner? Yeah. I don't think this was my game. That's a good question to ask. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, this game isn't what I'm looking for. It's a good game. I wonder sometimes if... I mean, but it's still, it's a good game, but it's got its issues, just like any other MMO. It's content that I don't know, but...
Still one of the most beautiful MMOs out there today. It's often praised for its combat and its graphics, with the primary downside of this MMO being a significant lack of group content for the players to enjoy. The most recent expansion added a lot of great PvE content for players who are looking for more to do outside of the PvP side of things. In recent years, the game has changed publishers and has seen a lot of things that were overtly pay to win removed from the game. It's also added a lot of quality of life to the game that you previously had to pay for. So because of the changes the developers making to the game, and because of the great content continuing to be added to the game, I'm going to go ahead and raise BDO from B tier to A tier. Next up, we've got Bless Unleashed, launched in 2020.
Oh
they
my
keep
God.
remaking it and re-releasing it, but it never survives. Is it the pay to win? Is it the lack of depth? Maybe it's all of the above. There just seems to be a lot missing from Bless Unleashed and its predecessors, and it might be time to make something entirely new. As a result of all of this, Bless Unleashed has shut down entirely. So the best we're going to be able to do for this one is put it in the D tier. Next up, we have an old but important MMO to discuss, and I left this one off my list last time, and you guys rightfully called me out on it, so here we go. We're going to add it in. And that's going to be Dark Age of Camelot, released in 2001. This game was one of the pioneers of open world PvP, done right in the MMO scene. Dark Age of Camelot left a mark on the MMO genre more visible than almost any other MMO today. Its tri-faction open world siege warfare system was so popular that it was the foundation for PvP in massive MMOs like Elder Scrolls Online, Warhammer Online, and Guild Wars 2. You can still play DAOC today. It still boasts a small but loyal player base. It's far from its prime, but it could be fun to go back and play for nostalgia's sakes, so I'm going to go ahead and put Dark Age of Camelot in the C tier. Next up, we have DC Universe Online, a superhero MMO that I never quite got into. Launched in 2011, I have yet to get into superhero MMOs myself. I'm not sure why, but they've never called to me like fantasy and sci-fi MMOs have. I do recognize MMOs out right now. Next up, we have Guild Wars 1, launched in 2005. Guild Wars 1 was a fantastic MMO in its day, and it still has a respectable number of players playing it today. It's definitely showing its age these days, and is long past its prime. But if you were a fan of the game way back when, it might be fun to revisit for nostalgia's sake. The servers are still up and running, and it holds up reasonably well despite its age, with minimal pay to win. While it still has people playing it today, it's probably not as many as you'd like to make the world feel alive and to make finding party members easy. I'm going to go ahead and put Guild Wars 1 into the C tier for nostalgia's sake. I can almost see myself putting it into the B tier just because of how well it's held up though. Next up, we have Guild Wars 2, which launched in 2012 and is probably one of the biggest underrated MMOs out there. Guild Wars 2 looks like your kind of thing. Next up, we have an MMO Lite, which is called Wayfinder, which launched in 2023 into its early access. Wayfinder has planned its full launch for 2024. This game is going to be a solid entry into the free-to-play scene. It's an MMO Lite, meaning it's part action RPG and part MMO. You can do dungeons with other players and you can see them in the open world, but it's not quite a full-fledged MMO. It's a young game, still in its early access, so it's still quite light on content, which means its success is going to be largely determined not by what's in the game now, but what the developers choose to add to the game for the next year. Right now, in its early access, Wayfinder is going to fall into about the B tier, and if they keep...
RIP non-pay-to-win Terrace Land
Thank you, Asmongold, for the excellent content from a stream. I'd like to sub to your channel.
2023. Wait, what's this? Devs heavily advertised the game as non-pay-to-win, and they didn't even make it to global launch before Visa became the main driver of the game economy. Oh, Visa, like MasterCard Visa, right. So let's go ahead and look at the pictures, okay? What the players...
Your skill has increased.
Oh, good, I killed him.
Your skill has increased.
Nice. I lost my thread. Yeah, so I don't care about that though. Bard. Warrior. Barbarian fighter. Mage. Paladin. Priest. Ranger. Bard. Shadow Swordsman. Okay, Shadow Swordsman. Okay.
What is going on, FG3000? Back in the place to be, and welcome to see what my soul blade looks like. Looks okay. There goes my little souls surrounding the enemy. Very cool. What is this? My soul energy. This feels like it's going to be one of those kind of like theme park MMOs, so might as well just kind of follow along in the
asteroid is depleted.
because it's not a basic attack. It's actually a skill. Got it. It just has a pretty much an instant cooldown. You can have some big kills.
What? The Ranger. Taming wildlife. Okay, well, there's a cool ranger class. Is Terrace Land free? I don't know. Terrace Land. I try to go to that site, but yeah, pay to win. It's pay to win, which is like, eh. Oh, it's a closed beta. Oh, it's a cell phone game? Okay. Eh. Yeah. Nah, at that point I'm like, no. Taming sounds cool. So 74 Thief, 650 hours. 74 Thief. Oh my god. I could do hardcore on this server. Poor Batu. 74 Thief. Poor guy. Why would you do Thief? I guess evasion, yeah, but what about the casters? We better sub White Mage. You gonna need silence. Don't know about Thief for that. I would take Beastmaster. I want to do Beastmaster hardcore. I think that'd be fun as hell. That guy's EM. That's good. I'm full stats. Let's do it. Maybe I better.
Your skill has increased.
Maybe I better open up silence so he just doesn't like cast nasty ass dots on this cat. Yep. At least give it a try. Yeah, silence that dude. Oh my god. Maybe we better silence him before he infects me with something. He seems to be going down pretty easy though. Okay, so now I must go to... I don't think I want to give enchants. I think I want to just level enchanting. So I think I'll put enchanting on my bank alt. And
what brings you here?
And then
Your
I'll
skill
have
has
her
increased.
disenchant. I'll have her disenchant for me, and then I don't know. I'll keep Leatherworker, and I'll send lots and lots and lots of greens, lots and lots of greens. I'll just make lots of greens.
Your skill has increased.
That one's good, but I don't know it yet. So, but yeah, what about you? You got anything? Yeah, this is gonna cost a lot of money. God damn it, it's so annoying. Okay, so first we do stuff that's lower.
The asteroid is depleted.
Like this slither skin mackerel. Yeah, let's see the ranger here. Thank you, Stepperoo, for the excellent content for my stream. I'd like to sub to your channel. Like, it looks fun, but I want to see the taming. Bard is not a healer. I mean, it is, but... Maybe Immortal 2 is good if you just keep the people out of it, you know? You just keep the people out of it. I could see it being, like, I don't know. I could see it being kind of weird, just getting ganked over and over and over again. No, that travel is not passive. The travel is not passive, and that's the problem with it. I mean, the travel is passive, but it's not really. Not really. Not really. What was that sound? So cool. And then we go 14 raw rainbow fin albacore. Like, it looks good, but I want the like, there's buzz about Terrace Land, and I wouldn't mind playing it. I wonder if this, Life is Feudal game might be good solo. Because a lot of it's AFK, and you can build, like, your own castle and shit, which would be cool. But I don't know, like, I don't know. Let's look at sandboxes again and just see what's out there.
Hi there, folks. It's Ben here. You know, you can't just do whatever you want in real life. It's just impossible and, illegal. But I have good news for you. You can do virtually anything you want in sandbox games. You can build this an open-world multiplayer survival game. Here, you and your friends must search for supplies and build shelters in streets and fields full of zombies and other threats. The gameplay here is fairly typical of all post-apocalyptic games. Are you free to move around a huge world, exploring it, finding all sorts of useful stuff like food, water, weapons, ammo, and so on. You can also mine materials to build your shelter. By the way, the construction system here is pretty good. You will have a large selection of different blocks and elements for your buildings, and you can strengthen your shelter with traps, fences, and barricades, or equip it with electricity, water, and heating. There is a mechanic of changing seasons, each with...
Let's go look at this one. Let's look at this on Steam. Early access, $17. It's got a mixed review. The recent were mixed. And it's empty. Yeah. I was like, it looks empty. Yeah, that's all I need to see. Most of it's empty. Yeah, that's the problem with Mortal 2 is it's empty. Sometimes I think like the empty doesn't really matter too much if you can just auto walk it all and do the long walks or whatever. But my problem with Mortal is there's no mobs to kill. The animals are not entertaining to kill. There's no mobs to kill in that game. I want a game like Mortal that has lots of monsters to kill, and there isn't. There's not a game like that. It's so annoying. I have a stalking sapling. Yeah, just let the tiger kill it, I guess. And I'll trade up pets. I don't know why I charmed a sapling, I guess. Yeah, just pull him over here and let him kill you. You gonna die to the tiger. I told you to heal, damn it. Oh well. Nice. Let's go see what's around. Beastmaster or Beast Rider. Sure. I got a full health tiger. I think we can probably do this, yeah. Going up a level made this a bit easier, definitely.
The asteroid is depleted.
Maybe I should do a more broad search of like MMOs with taming.
Your skill has increased.
Riders of Icarus.
Your skill has increased.
Untamed Isles, Mortal Online 2, Conan Exiles. Conan Exiles has taming. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, you can like take thralls and stuff, can't you? Far Cry Primal, Mortal Online. That's funny that Mortal pops.
Your skill has increased.
It's weird because it does have it. It does. I like Mortal, but that engine is not optimized, and there's all these problems. Yeah, why aren't there any monster taming MMOs?
Your skill has increased. Your skill has increased.
Let's go look at an Ultima Online taming guide and see if that's what I'm looking for.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to own your very own dragon? As a pet, to take in the more difficult, deeper mobs in the dungeons. Well, hopefully this video.
Thank you, Obsidian Gaming TV, for the excellent content for my channel. I'd like to sub to your
skill
channel.
has increased.
You just do that. The Tamer Bard is a current template I use myself, and I would 100% recommend it to anybody that's out there who wants to start taming. With this template, you will require.
Oh, I died. How did I die? That was so fast. Oh, come on. The Tiger Decharm, probably. Son of a bitch. You just ate my XP, you son of a
However, if you're wanting to be more than 100 on animal taming and animal law, for example, going right up to 120, which is the max, you can drop meditation down to 60 and it still does quite well for you. For the first 50 skill points, you can either create a new character.
I feel like 3D might be a requirement. I just turned down old school RuneScape, and that's actually surprisingly more 3D than I thought it was. But like, I still don't think old school RuneScape is it. It's too slow and quest involved. I'm looking for sandbox where it doesn't tell you to do anything at all.
That's into a tamer. You can purchase your first 50 skill points over at the NPC Master Stabler for Animal Law and Taming as well. It's around 500 for each one, so it's quite cheap. To level your skills from 50 to 60, Hinds and Timber Wolves are really great for this. Many wolves and hinds spawn near the Minic and Vesper area. Between 60 and 75, you want to be taming walruses and polar bears. These can be located at Dagger Island, and it's best to tame them both of these animals around that region. Also, if you see one that's been tamed already by somebody else, and then you second
Yeah, it's too base and too old, unfortunately. I mean, it looks good, but
it's a little bit better XP for you. Now, between
like, it looks fun, but it's too old. That is too old, unfortunately. You know, I liked Mortal, but like, oh wait, now where am I? Right now I'm at. Oh yeah, yeah, I might as well grab fucking Signet since I'm here. Man, I've been in this zone a long time, but I mean, I did get my levels, I would say. Riders of Icarus. I don't remember Riders of Icarus.
What's happening to Riders in abilities? And the classes ranges from tankers, healers, and various classes. Now, taking a look at the website description of Riders of Icarus, they describe the game as a free-to-play MMORPG action adventure. One of the unique features of Riders of Icarus is its taming system, which allowed players to capture and tame these fantastical creatures, turning them into loyal mounts or powerful allies in battle. The game emphasized aerial combat and offered players the ability to engage in aerial battles on the backs of these tamed creatures. Now, Riders of Icarus was released in 2016, and it's developed by WeMade, a South Korean video games development company, which is now knee-deep in games with blockchain integration, and they're the guys and then Smack. Okay, so let's check some of the menus. The game is celebrating its over there, Asian rider over here. Let's fight it. So I can show you guys combat. Combat, guys. As you can see, we can highlight an enemy and then press a key to attack the enemy. It's traditional tab target. So let's try attacking the enemy. Pull him with the chain. Use shield smite and then spam skills. There it goes. And that's Riders of Icarus in 2023. Well, nothing much is happening in Riders of Icarus nowadays.
There are about 5 types of payment.
That's a hard no.
we're just lowering him. And
Nope. If I die, I will switch up Warlock. And try like a pet system, because it's just lol, you know. You just throw dots and fucking like sit AF and or well sit demo but roll dots, and it's like it would be fairly easy, I think. I'm full. Yeah, I'm full. So dock.
Warp drive active.
I'd be out here. Yeah, I'd be out here fighting. Ascension WoW has permanently tameable undeads, demons, and dragons. That's cool. But it's still like...
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Let's 2-hour this fucking tiger.
Warp drive active.
So, done with the cooking aspect of it. Now we need the first aid trainer, maybe? I don't know, though. I haven't got almost any cloth.
I am listening. Good
Yeah,
luck.
doing good there. Okay, so then, gotta go to the auction house and buy a set. Cheap set. But a set, nonetheless, with, like, more armor on it. Oh, yeah, the gadgets and summons, right, for 1G. Wow. I just hearth home. Yeah, that's good use of a gold. Yeah. Smart. So, I suppose we can look at daggers, but no, I bought a dagger, didn't I? I think I did, yeah, I bought like that, oh no, I bought, yeah, or I didn't buy a dagger? No, I didn't buy a dagger. Let's go look at daggers real quick for Agi. $47 silver. 16 silver. It's a way better dagger. We definitely do need to buy this. But if we can find one with agility on it. War knife of agility for 15 silver. Sold. Next comes armor of leather of the chest variety. Fine leather. Perfect. That's like double the quality of what I'm wearing. Is 20 silver. Let's see what else we have here. 2 agility, 4 stamina. 4 agility, 3 stamina. We want this one. It's just better. So we're gonna look for this and just see. Yeah, that's the purchase. Waist. Armor. Usable. Leather. Waist, uncommon, there's an Agi belt, here's a Stam Intellect belt for cheaper, looking for Agi on a belt, they always fuck us on this, there, yeah, like, look, yeah, and like, I don't, yep, there's not even, so, I could buy this, the Falcon, for 30 silver, and it is kind of a sound purchase, but it's exorbitant and not very wise. So we could get a serious upgrade here for 11 silvers, looking like the cheapest thing on the market. Let's do that. We'll be frugal. Inscribed leather belt for... I mean, aren't I a, like yeah, but this is, yeah, I mean, I can maybe make this if I, like, buy a bunch of leather, but I don't think, I wish to do that. I don't know. If I'm going to buy a belt, it feels like that's the belt I should buy, because it's Agi that, well, let's see. I definitely need a pair of legs. Let's deal with that first. And just see how cheap it is. Hunting pants with 3 agility for 11 silver. Let's take a look at those. 11 silver sold. Yeah. And then you return to drone bay. You go here. And you launch drone. Zero targets because this guy is jamming me. My drones will kill it, but it'll take time. I have this tiger. He's been kind to me. He could have decharmed a lot earlier and now killed me. Speaking of which... Oh, right, and I just got to 33, though. I'm up. I'm, like, up. I'm doing good. Fuck yeah. Yeah, let's sick him. We'll get buffs up. Did I buy the pants? Yeah, I bought the pants. Take a look at feet. Oops, no, just get rid of that. Feet. Bard's Boots of the Owl, looking for anything agility, anything at all. Stamina or agility, yeah. 2 agility, stamina. Monkey for 65. It's too much. but I can get a nice quality item, and they're not much better than the boots I currently have now. The only boots worth my time are ones with agility or like a lot of stam on them. So 75 silver for a good pair of boots. Let's see anything. Let's see with anything with the word agility, right? Yeah, and that's like it. That's like the only real set of boots I can get. Embossed leather with 2 stamina, 2 spirit is reasonable, but it's and it is an upgrade, but it's I mean it's they're cheap. I think I can make those, but not yet. I could invest like 20 silver into leather and see about making these for myself. Oh, yeah, what's this? Oh, you aggro, did you? Okay. We can handle that, yeah. Stop. Yeah, so like if I wanted a really cheap pair of boots, that's a reasonable one. Looking for waist for inscribed leather bracers and his prospector's cuffs. Bar bracers of the owl, that's it. There's no there's nothing to be had here. I could double the armor for 10 silver, which I guess I will do. We could take a look at hands. Right, how's this going? Yeah, are we killing this thing? Yes, we are. It's going well. There's a lot of defense on those gloves, but they're I mean, the cheapest option there is those for 10 silver, and it's double the armor, but it's not really stats that I want. The defense one for 20 would be good because it's like double the armor and a lot of defense, which isn't bad for me. So I guess I could fork out 20 silver for that, but I'd rather just keep the money because training is going to be a thing. Training will be 50 silver, and that's what I have when I hit 14. So I guess for right now, the only other thing I want to take a look at is troll blood. Troll blood is something that, like usable troll blood potions, right? Troll blood. Troll blood, right? Nope. I'm looking for consumables of the word troll. Yeah, week's troll blood potion, right? Hey, look, they're cheap today. Kind of. And we're gonna buy 4 of these. 2, 3. 3 of these. 2. It's waste of money, really. 3. I bought 3 of them. That's good. 3's good. So there's that. Got a bunch of upgrades. It's good. This tiger, but I don't care. I'll sit and recharm him. I think that concludes my business. Oh, I mean, I'm leveling leatherworking, but not really. I suppose I will for now level leatherworking and just send all the greens to the alt, and then I will switch it. I will switch enchanter when I have more money and I'm higher level, and I'll break greens and all this. Yeah, this stuff, all that can go. I should have sold all that. Maybe I should have sold all that. This is just better because I have more of it. So actually, I guess I'm going to go back and I'm going to sell all this because it's just ridiculous. Like that, yeah, that's just taking up inventory space both in the bank and let the hunters buy that for copper. It's overall grow for me. Even if it's only 2 silver or something, it's still better. It's still better than nothing. And I'll sell all that stuff that I fished up because, like, honestly, every little bit helps. Even just 2 to 5 silver is better than like nothing at all. Like that just taking up inventory space and then me dying and me losing the money kind of thing. I should technically mail off this money, but I mean getting it back is not easy. Okay, I'm full again. Let's get this tiger on something. I like the random sense of this. This is the Beastmaster. I keep looking for other complementary gameplay to this. It's funny because Mortal had it. I think as a multiplayer game, I don't like Mortal, but as a single player game, it actually wasn't that bad. The taming was something I actually kind of liked, but getting out there and taming an animal. One of the things I liked about taming an animal is they pretty much stay there as long as you feed them. They like stay there, I think. And now my taming's only gotten higher. Like I think having a main like that isn't that bad, but like it's like weird. You wouldn't mind because you can't like I don't know. You wouldn't mind because it just takes away from the combat skills, and I built a combat person really, and I want to be able to send a pig into a zombie and then just bandage the pig afterwards. But the pig, I don't know how strong they get, but the taming system is there. It's just so clunky and so shitty and so slow. Dragon's Dogma was a good off game that was beautiful, that runs like a dream in the background behind all of these. Maybe Dogma should be my fourth game. Nice. Look at all those upgrades and everything. Yep, I'm going to be doing better out there. Yep, I'm looking and feeling a little bit better. Also, I have all of these armor kits. Yep, I'm going to use those. And I'm feeling a little bit better now. Yeah. Oh, that's not the valid. Okay. I think I'm too harsh on Mortal. And it sucks that the fee's starting right as I wanted to play it, but I mean that's life. Maybe Mortal's what I want. I think I uninstalled it again, remembering that it's just too fucking far to walk. I did. I uninstalled it again to prevent myself from doing this fucking back pedaling. Oh, yeah. So no, I want that there. What do you mean target can't be equipped? What the fuck are you talking about? There. Yeah, and then that dagger goes away. I don't know what... Oh, yeah, that dagger goes away to be disenchanted when I switch enchanting. And now we'll go vendor and sell... I get all that fish, yeah. But there's all my gear and everything. And I'm sitting on 30 silver, and I'm feeling a lot safer about Darkshore, which is good. And, there's a tiger, but I'm hurt. I suppose half of the tamer job is actually magic, but I had to get through taming and creature control. I might be 100 now. I had to get through taming. I wonder if it might be incredibly fun because the magic system is supposed to be actually fucking deep. And if you sit there for months leveling magic, like I have money for books now. You do have some fun. I can just endlessly heal the pet with my I think mana regens over time. Or no, I guess you have to sit, you have to rest. But goddamn, the reason I like Mortal is it's so much like Final Fantasy XI. I wonder if I wonder if Dark Age of Camelot had a tamer class, DAAOC tamer class. I think my keyboard's dying. I'm gonna have to pull the cord. Oh, you guys are watching an ad? Yeah? That's okay. Black Desert Foundry. There's a tamer class in BDO. Oh yeah, but it's still no. That's not what I'm looking for. Does DAOC have damn it, have a tamer class? Yeah. Where can I find a great pet class? Oh, yeah, I read this whole one. This one was good. I learned a lot of stuff, but... Yeah. 21 races and 45 classes in Dark Age of Camelot. We have Armsmith, Cabalist, Cleric, Friar, Heretic, Infiltrator, Mauler, Mercenary, Minstrel, Necromancer, Paladin, Reaver, Scout, Sorcerer, Theurgist, Animist, Banshee, Bard, Blade Master, Champion, Druid, Eldritch, Enchanter, Hero, Mauler, Metzless, Nightshade, Ranger, Veilwalker, Vampire, Warden, Berserker, Bone Dancer, Healer, Hunter, Mauler. Let's go back to the question. Question mark, yeah. Yeah, our actual pet class is dead. Let's see. Yeah, Project Organ has like Necromancer, huh? Yeah. Guild Wars 1 might be kind of fun, but also I think it's too old. Damn it. I own it, but digging up that information might be impossible. I bought it 20 years ago. I have no fucking idea where it is. That shit's lost to the ages. I don't think I even have access to that email account that I registered under anymore. There's a tiger, but I mean, I guess, yeah, tigers seem okay. They kind of hurt. There's a fighter. He's EP. Let's kill him. He'll have crystals. Promatsu Kanji. Kill the fighter. Very good. Razor Fang, it's gonna hurt. Oh, quarter of your bar. What is repels? I don't remember repels at all. That's like a question mark to me. I'm gonna go look. I think I looked at it, but I was like, what is this? It's a click to move game. Yeah, it looks good, but it's too old, unfortunately. Yeah, but this isn't good. But I could not team it. So the no game would try to just take them and improve, or just copy it. Not people living with a high level dragon was too much. Right, come play Horizon FFXI. That's like what I thought too. Yeah. Torum. I don't remember Torum. I've heard this
The
before.
asteroid is depleted.
Pew pew pew. Got him. Oh, okay. And
Yeah, no. DAOC in 2023. I had a friend who really liked DAOC.
Single PvP only MMO to have reached. Dark Age of Camelot is a classic PvP MMORPG that I'm sure many of you have fond nostalgic memories of. This game was the pioneer of the GVG/Realm vs Realm MMO subgenre, and back in 2001 when the game first released, it was massively popular, exploding to 250,000 subscribers for a while shortly after release. To this day, I don't think there's been a single PvP only MMO to have reached those same numbers as
PvP
Dark Age
only?
of Camelot back in the day, and I still see people reminisce about the game's glory days in the YouTube comment sections whenever the topic of MMO PvP is brought up. In this video we're going to check in on Dark Age of Camelot today, see if anyone's still playing, and see how the game's looking now by today's standards. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. Dark Nemesis is a brand new dark fantasy MMORPG available on both Android and iOS, in which you play as a powerful peacekeeper on a journey through the multiverse, slashing your way through hordes of enemies to keep the balance of good and evil intact. Choose between 4 unique classes, each with crazy abilities that deal immense damage. Take on
Thank
legendary
you,
bosses from the
the Lazy
and
Peon, for the
resources
extra
and
content from my
unlock
stream. I'd like to
greater
sub to your
challenges.
channel.
Test your skills in massive battle royale PvP battles against hundreds of players until you're the last one standing, and customize your character with tons of cosmetics to make yourself stand out from the crowd. Dark Nemesis is a game designed to give a long-term sense of progression to the player. You're able to choose and level up your spirit, upgrade your armor and weapons, unlock legendary wings, and also evolve your companion. To top it all off, Dark Nemesis allows players to form guilds and compete in competitive PvP battles of 5v5 and 10v10 to climb the guild rankings and earn glory. Use my link and gift code to download and start your journey in Dark Nemesis. Don't forget to check their events and create your own videos with hashtag Dark Nemesis for a chance to win gift cards and in-game rewards. Download now. Dark Age of Camelot. Nostalgic starting screen. Choose from 3 different factions: Albion, Hibernia, or Midgard. Let's just go with Albion. Choice between 3 races: Briton, Avalonian, Highlander. Both male and female options. And 5 different classes: the Paladin, Cleric, Friar, Sorcerer, or Mercenary. I'm gonna go with Highlander, Mercenary. A few different facial inputs. A little bit of a slider. Let's have a big fuck off nose, big eyes, big lips, big jaw, big bald, beard, and angry. The biggest damage combination you can go for in a video game. The reason he is angry is due to him being bald. Okay, so you can fine tune your attributes here if you want to. I'll just go with the recommended, and that's the character. Let's jump into it and see if anyone's playing this classic MMO. Here we are in the world of Dark Age of Camelot. Okay, let's go over here, talk to this guy. Very old school UI. This looks like another player, for sure. They're in a guild. Clan Cotswold. Nice to meet you, Necrophenia. You are the first other genuine player I think I've seen. It appears we have located a bear. X puts you in combat mode, which is all attacking it, are we? Okay, is that level 2 or something? Yes, I'm level 2. Now the text next to the bear has turned to green, which I suppose means it's not much of a threat anymore. Okay, quest complete. I like the quest hand-in music. It's very Scottish. Bagpipes playing and stuff. Equip this new armor. Oh, nice. Looking like a soldier already. As expected with a very old school MMO, the user interface is a little bit clunky. I've got 5 bags, and each bag can contain like 8 different things, but the way it's displayed is far from ideal. Doors open in this game. I don't know why I find that so surprising. There's actually a decent amount of detail inside the buildings. I wasn't even expecting this game to have buildings that you could go inside of, so that's kind of cool. Level 3. So as you level up, you put your attributes into parry, slash, crush, thrust, shield, or dual wield, and the more points are in a certain area, the more abilities that are unlocked. It's quite a smart way of doing it, actually. Nice. Now I've equipped 2 standard swords.
Your skill has increased.
Let's get out there and kill some stuff. The map in this game is quite useful. You basically just need to go to the red dots for your quest targets. I'm surprised the game even has that, to be honest. A lot of old school games are very difficult when it comes to navigation. I think I'm using my abilities? Yeah, I am. But the abilities don't go on cooldown. Oh, I figured out how to see a monster's health. It's right up here. I suppose I should put this down here so I can see it a bit easier. And when you kill something, you automatically loot it. So that's convenient. My abilities are actually working. It just says that you've cast your ability in the chat box, but it doesn't go on cooldown or anything, which is kind of throwing me off a little bit. Oh, that's level 4. At least you can move and attack at the same time. In Dark Age of Camelot, that automatically makes the combat in this game better than Echo of Soul, which I covered recently. So I'm equip my swords. I look like an idiot running.
Your skill
with
has
swords
increased.
Like this. Another player, Mojo Sorks, another member of Clan Cotswold, and in the quest, get myself some boots. Next quest is going to give me some legs. That's level 5. My character's starting to look tough. We just need to replace that kilt. Sorry if I've offended any Scottish people by implying that kilts are not tough. Oh, okay, random horses, what are you doing? Albion Colt, running riot around the village, sliding across the floor. Oh, careful, there's a giant viper. Maybe my enemies, but I'm
Oh,
not
there's
gonna
something
let you
else I
die
want to
the
look for is a
snake.
bow.
That's a terrifying snake. Listen to that sound. Sounds like a bloody dinosaur. And this dude's attacking me now. I think I just killed his pet. God, look how pissed off he is. I'm sorry. He looks like me after a heavy night of drinking. I need to run. I've only got 40 HP left. These mobs are aggressive. Leave me alone, Midgard invader. Let me run. These mobs chase you for extreme distances. Is there a de-aggro range in this game, or do they just infinitely chase? I've been running for about a minute straight. What's going on? Stop. I have 26 health. Run. Oh, I'm bloody hobbling. This thing infinitely chases me. I broke my leg or something. Oh, I'm almost dead.
You're gonna
It's just teleporting
die.
around
You're
now.
gonna
It's gonna
die.
seriously go in the water.
You're
He can't
gonna
swim.
die.
Oh no, he can swim. And he can attack.
Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Yep.
If you aggro a mob, you can't run away to reset him.
That's
you need
not
to
good.
fight it, it seems. Lesson learned. Hand in the quest. Level 7. Got myself a helmet. Now nobody can see that I'm actually bald. That's a solid plus 20 to my character's morale. Visually, for a 2001
bow.
game, the graphics don't even look that bad. Oh, you can climb ladders?
No,
way.
they don't.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Even World of Warcraft doesn't allow you to climb ladders. It's a surprising feature for a 2001 MMO. But that's quite interesting. So Dark Age of Camelot has a lot of different armor slots. Torso, helm, hands, arms, which is kind of unique. Jewelry, left ring, right ring, waist, left wrist, right wrist. Interesting that they decided to have 2 different wrist components. Commander's Guardian. How the fuck is this thing supposed to be a guardian for anything? My character could just kick it in the water if he wanted to. This person behind him is just lying in the water, infinitely swimming. Why? There's a few of them. What a brilliant invasion. Oh god, I'm being chased. I'm just gonna turn and fight. I know what happens if you try to run. I've learned my lesson. Enter the inner keep, and here we meet Lord Stanford, who I guess we need to protect. Pretty cool looking armor. Big chunky boots, cool looking cape, gold trim, absolute medieval baller. Seems like once you finish the tutorial and you come to this area, the game opens up quite a bit. Nostalgic Cotswold village music plays. The best thing about old MMOs has got to be the old nostalgic music. I love it. It's kind of amazing really that this game released in 2001, yet Mark Jacobs' current MMO that he's working on, Camelot Unchained, has been in development for close to 10 years at this point, and it's still nowhere near being completed. As much as Camelot Unchained seems to be a game that would appeal to me, I can't see it ever releasing, to be honest. I need to kill these bandit hopefuls, but there's 3 of them stacked on top of each other. Oh god, they're all like that. That's potentially a problem. Okay, let's see if this is doable. Okay, oh god, they're spawning again. Quickly, kill it and run. Oh god, almost dead. We did it, run.
I am speed.
Oh, he's whipping me as well, that's great. Go on. Whip me harder.
This might be it. It's weird, but I think this might be it. So, but we don't want to pay for it. Best DAOC private server. Yep, private server. Best DOC. Eden. Okay, Eden, huh? But this is, oh yeah, January 6th, 2023. What is the best free shard currently? Okay, so, okay, Eden, huh? Okay, Eden, DOC, and Net Home, okay. Okay, well, let's fire it up. Let's do it. Okay, Discord, quick links, home, forum, hub. December 2nd, Eden Season 2, the server 80, Hibernia, Albion, Midgard. There are... Yeah, so I want to know about the class before I do any of this. DAOC classes. Classes and races, right? Yeah, this is here, but I mean, what's DAOC taming class? Right. Minstrel, huh? DAOC Minstrel Charm? Oh, the Minstrel can charm pets. Many other minstrels come to me asking how I have things to do with balance. Minstrel Beastmaster is a very powerful class. We have the ability to charm a pet of more than yellow com with the right skills and gear. And the class as a whole was balanced by Mythic while not including the possible damage from a pet. This is probably because too many people were afraid to use Minstrel Charm in its current form, and thus Mythic tried to make sure we can actually kill something without a pet. That means if we can do all that and use a pet too, we can be truly powerful getting a pet. Now let me explain our charm song. Our charm is an instant pulsing shout with remarkably long range. To charm something, you can target it with the mouse or tapping F8 enough times to target what you want. I usually use the mouse for this since F8 doesn't even know the range that our charm has. Charm needs to be mapped to a quick bar button, and when you click charm or press the corresponding key, the critter will instantly be charmed as long as you're not currently in combat mode. Either that or will instantly aggro on you if the charm fails. Creature will immediately be charmed and its settings will be set to defensive and follow. The pet will run directly towards you, but once you charm it, it becomes a friend of the realm. If there are other elements or the charm they would normally regress, they would now also regress to your pet. They're with an aggro range of riposte, left to fight it. Just having the mob trigger we're fighting, or was there something experienced? The pulsing charm shadow can charm. As I said, your minstrel says nice things to your pet, give us his continued service. Pulsing shadow is not only instant therapy, so it doesn't require it lasts about 9.5 seconds on the pet after each pulse. This means your pet will be recharmed 4 and 12 before the charm wears off. It has Beastmaster. This is it. This might be the game I was looking for. Yep, Charm Pulse, so not such a with charm. Maybe that's the game. Minstrel. But I don't know this game, which is kind of a problem. Well, let's be open-minded and try it. Download the client. Download the launcher. I wonder if you can play classic hardcore for free. It's kind of interesting, like making a second account. Or I think I already have an account. Yeah, I have an account with WoW, I think, actually. Nice. Yeah, I'll just attack this tiger or whatever. There's some stuff. Yeah, there's some good stuff. I should use my ring. So I thought I was like installing a client, I guess. Oh yeah. No, I don't need an account. So download the launcher. Associate your Discord, okay.
The asteroid is depleted.
Yeah, it's fine. I trust it. Launch Eden launcher. Okay. No, I don't want him. I don't understand what's happening here. You appear to be, like, fucked up or something, so I'm gonna close you. I don't know what was going on there. So now let's go to that thing. Okay. I don't know where you installed.
Your inventory is full. Your inventory is full.
Oh my god, shut up. It's fine. Oh my god, thank god. I don't know where you stuck this fucking game. It seems crazy to me. What do you mean program folders? Where is that? Start menu. What do you mean program? Microsoft Windows. You put this in Windows. Start menu. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. That's where you stuck this? I want you to install it somewhere else and it's fine. I want you to install this somewhere else. Like, so I want you to go downloads, DAOC setup C. Oh my god. No. Oh my god, you just like, that's insane. You stuck it like really deep here. Jesus Christ. Users. Oh my god. Start menu, programs.